Hey everybody, this is Leslie from GoToKitchens.com. Thank you so much for spending your morning with me. It is a cold morning here in Fort Collins, Colorado. Holy cow. I think it's like 7 degrees out. It is super cold. So I am going to explain to you guys the process that I learned. Hi, good morning. Hi, Jen. It's good to see you. I'm going to explain to you the process that I learned about how to cut a mango. Now you can see that I already have examples of one in various stages here, but we're actually going to start from the beginning of one. I like to use mango to freeze and put in my smoothie, but this morning I'm actually going to put it in my coconut fat milk, which is like a whip, and make it with that and some strawberries. So it's going to be a strawberry mango morning. Hi, good morning. It's good to see you, Meg. Yeah, I know. It's going to be so good. So I just want to explain a couple of tips about this. I know, it's crazy, right? So somebody actually taught me. No, I have not talked about how to pick one or how to cut one or anything. I'm just showing it in various stages here. We are just getting started. So I know everybody has trouble cutting mango, and when I actually learned the technique, it is really super easy. So, and it's because they're so slippery. I mean, when you start to cut them, they actually become a hazard with a sharp knife because they're so slippery. So I'm going to teach you guys how to do that right now. So first, somebody asked about selecting a mango. I like to have a mango that, because especially if I'm not going to freeze it. So if I'm going to eat it, which I'm going to eat this one today, if I'm going to eat it, I like to select a mango that actually has a little bit. You see when I push on it there? You see how it leaves my thumb imprint? That's actually the kind of mango that I'm looking for. The other thing that I like to look for is that it has a lot of red and yellow in it. That is going to signify that a mango is nice and ripe. If it is hard and firm, it is actually probably not very ripe. And I'm not sure, but I think that mangoes are the type of fruit that you can sit on the counter and they would actually ripe. They continue to actually get their nutrients and continue to ripe over time, even though they've been disconnected from their tree, from their stem. Another thing that you want to look for a fresh mango, and this is true with any fruit, is that you get a little stem that has a nice green tip on it. You see how this is a little green and soft right here? That means that it is actually a pretty ripe mango. So this one is, I just selected. The other thing that you can look for, if it starts to get a little wrinkly skin like this, in my opinion, it is perfect for eating. So yes, so there you go. So that's how I would choose one. We're going to set these pieces aside. Inside of the mango is a large seed, and it's very fibrous. You can see right here, it is very fibrous and is very hard. You cannot cut through it. It's an impossibility almost. And so you can't cut through it. And so what you really need to do is cut around it. And that is not always an easy task. And it's kind of shaped, if you think about the way the mango is shaped, the seed is actually shaped that way as well, and it is long and narrow inside of the mango. So you need to be able to cut around that. By the way, I did not introduce myself. Let me introduce myself. My name is Leslie. I have a website, GoToKitchens.com. I consider myself a light bulb expert. I like for people to have a light bulb moment. Here's one for you, how to cut a mango. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Oh, I'd love to have a mango tree. I'm so jealous. And light bulb expert before you get disease, before tragedy strikes, and we do that with whole real foods, and we do that mostly in the kitchen. So, all right. So here we go. So we're going to cut a mango. So first of all, I have a knife with a serrated edge. The only reason I chose this is because this really helps me determine, as I'm cutting through the mango, where that seed is. And my blades of my knives actually have they're Japanese. They have a very thin edge, so I want to be really careful as I'm cutting into hard stuff. And so this is a Shin knife, yes. I use a serrated edge on mine, the knife, to do this, but you could use any knife. Just make sure that it's nice and sharp. We're going to start at the top of the mango. We're going to I can't do it this way, but we're going to go at an angle and we're going to cut around. So we're going to follow the shape of the mango inside the seed. So you're just going to start at the top and you're just going to cut around that seed. If you get any resistance, you're actually in the seed. So you want to be a little careful. You want to get as close to that seed as possible, however, because you want the most fruit off of this. This one actually has a lot of flesh. Look how deep that cut is on this one. I could have gone a little deeper on this other side, actually. Then I like to take the ends and just cut around the seed. This gets a little jaggedy at times. Nope, we got to the seed on that side. We're going to be a little bit closer. This seed was nice and thin and not thick. So it was thin this way and not thick. I'm sorry, it was thin, yes, thin this way and thick around the edges. So then you're just going to set that aside. You can continue to shave off there, but you're going to get a lot of the seed in there. So I would just be careful with that notion and that idea. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to make cross hatches in this. So you're going to take your point of your knife and you're going to point it towards the back of the skin, and you're just going to go, not piercing the skin. You could gnaw on the seed, absolutely. You could grow a mango tree from that seed. Yes, avocado style, exactly. Not going all the way into the skin, but just going right to the skin. So very gently, not piercing the skin. If you pierce the skin, it's not a tragedy. You haven't lost, not all is lost if that happens. All right, so we're just going to take it, go right towards and make a nice little crosshatch pattern. Sorry, I can't see comments because I'm looking at what I'm doing here.
Don't cut your fingers off.
That's right. Then you can take your mango and you can just flip it. Look at this. Watch this. You can just flip it just like this. Look at that. So gorgeous. Now, a temptation would be for me to serve it just like this because these are beautiful, right? I know. So it is easy. I don't make it look easy. I do not have amazing knife skills. It is really easy. So then you can just go in there and cut these little chunks off and you have a perfect little mango dice. So simple. See how simple that is? You just go in and layer that right off of the, it's much easier if you have a sharp knife, I can tell you that. Just pull those little chunks right out of there. You're skinning it essentially at this point, and you have these beautiful little mango chunks. Look at that. Oops, got some skin there on that one. So then you can just take them and pull them apart. And you have beautiful little mango dices ready for your salad, ready for your salsa, ready to freeze. Whatever you do with them, you're ready. Unless you wanted slices. And then if you wanted slices, you could just make the long cuts like this. If you just want to do beautiful, you could just make your long cuts like this. Am I in the camera frame? You could just make your long cuts and then slice them out if you wanted beautiful long slices that way. Then that's how you get into, I know, right? Smoothies, here you come. That's how you get into a restaurant and you're like, how do they get those mango slices so beautiful? Well, this is how they're doing it. Look at that. Comes out of there just perfectly perfect. And you get nice long slices of mango. Or you get nice little dices of mango. Super simple. There you go. How to cut a mango. Easy peasy. Anybody have any questions? Anybody have any concerns? Today at noon. Oh, that's awesome. I love it, Carol. It's so good, right? You're hooked now, aren't you? It's so good. Now you want to see what I do with them. These are actually, so I'm going to make my coconut cream dessert right now. So yes, well, it's not dessert, it's breakfast for me, but yes. Yay, I know, and it's so good for you. It's so good for you. I can tell you when I eat good fats on a regular basis, I see things like this part of my belly. I see it really start to shrink down very quickly, and I love that. I love when I get good fats on a regular basis, what it does to my body. I can feel the inflammation going down. It's an amazing thing. So you guys hang with those good fats. If you don't know what we're talking about, I showed on a video the other day that you take a coconut milk like this, you put it in the refrigerator, you turn the can, you put it in the refrigerator like this, you turn the can upside down, take the lid off, pull all the coconut fat, which is going to be, actually there's going to be coconut milk here, the fat's going to rise, you take all the milk off the top, use the fat in the bottom, put it in a bowl with a mixer. I'll just go ahead and get mine out so you can see what it looks like. Put it in a bowl with a mixer. I have mine ready here with my berries. Put it in a bowl with a mixer and it makes a whipped cream. You put a little bit of vanilla and a little bit of cinnamon in there and 2 tablespoons of coconut sugar, and you get a whipped cream like this. Now this is a full fat product, so this is a full fat coconut milk product, and it is amazing for you. I know, it's so easy. It's amazing. You can see you can just store it in the refrigerator, and it's very stiff. I can't wait to have it. You can pair this with fruits and nuts. You can put granola. You can put all kinds of things with this, and it makes an amazing, amazing full fat. And it is so good for your brain. So yes, you could use palm sugar. I'm absolutely totally fine with that. You could use honey. You could use cane sugar if you were so inclined, but not very much. So this 2 cans of this last me about 4 or 5 mornings. And so over that period of time, I'm getting 2 tablespoons of coconut sugar. So yeah, you could use it in your coffee. That's amazing. That's a great idea. Thanks for the tip there, Sarah. Sarah says she uses it in her coffee. So this morning, I'm going to have about 3 tablespoons of this, some mango and some strawberries, and probably some pecans on top of that. And that's going to be, yeah, it is kind of a bulletproof coffee, isn't it? And that is going to be, I don't drink coffee, so I don't know anything about bulletproof coffee. So that's going to be my breakfast this morning. And then I'm going to freeze the rest of this mango. They're super cheap. It's mango season right now. If you go to your grocery store, you can actually find them organic, or it is here in Colorado because I'm seeing them all over the place. And they're super cheap. These are like 2 for $2 right now, so $1 a piece. So every time I go to the grocery store right now, I end up buying 2 mangoes and freezing them. So I have fresh frozen mango for my smoothies. One of my favorite smoothies in all of the world is a spinach mango coconut smoothie. I'm in Northern Colorado and Fort Collins. So yes, so I make this amazing smoothie. It's on my website. Just look up mango smoothie. You can find it there. My website, by the way, is gotokitchens.com. Oh, hey, welcome, Coloradoan. Yeah, I know. It's so stinking good. It's got, I can't actually, I'm like right off the top of my head. I'm like, what does it have in it? It has mango and spinach, and what else do I put in that thing? Anybody? I know, I've showed it many times. You can find it on my website. Just go to my website, gotokitchens.com, and you can find that recipe super easy. And just put in mango smoothie. So yeah, it's one of my favorites. It has all kinds of spices in it. It has cinnamon, and it has ginger, and it's really, really good for detoxing as well if you're into detoxing. So you can put turmeric in it. I'm just having a total like brain freeze on what's in it. So pineapple, thank you. Gosh. That's the other fruit. So it's pineapple, mango, spinach, and it has cayenne. Thank you, cayenne and ginger. I just couldn't think of the pineapple. I know I was like, it's another yellow fruit. What do I use? Yeah, so cayenne, ginger. It has amazing stuff in it, and we just use coconut water. There's no bananas in it, so if you're looking for a no banana smoothie, it's a great smoothie for that. So yes, so there you go. There is. Passion fruit. I love passion fruit. It's amazing. It's hard to get here though. That's ripe and not not completely mush by the time it gets here. So there you go. You guys have a good morning. I will be back at noon today, Mountain Time. We are actually going to make some treats today. I have some great things lined up for you. We're going to make a coconut custard, which is going to be like a creme brulee almost, and it's just made with coconut milk. We're going to make that today. I'm going to show you how to make that for maybe a romantic dessert for Valentine's Day. Super excited about showing you that. Yeah, and we're gonna do some chocolate. We're gonna do some chocolate covered strawberries. I'm gonna show you how I make chocolate. It's probably gonna be kind of a long scope, so you guys hang on to your britches for that one. That's coming up at noon Mountain Time today. You guys join me. I call it Lunch with Leslie. So yay, good, awesome. So so there you go. That's how to cut a mango. I will see you guys today at noon, and I can't wait. Bye.